Welcome back, and interesting quarter time, quite a long quarter time break too, Cookie.
Yeah, it was. Both coaches urging their players on. 26 plays 34. Bert Cameron bringing us the second quarter. The chartered accountants there, 216-111 in Geelong, and the amateurs certainly felt they went a bit flat there on there. The coach screaming at them not to go flat. Don't go flat. Keep going at it. Keep going at it. And now the ball's back into play as a chance for Thiel versus Bellwood. Neither player grabs it. At the back of the pack, Malakellis, who worked hard in that first quarter, gets around now, gives it across to Thiel. Thiel goes on right foot towards half forward. Oh, catching the ball in the half volley brilliantly was Justin Andrews. Chips the pass into centre half forward. Simpson goes back with great courage, knocks the ball away and heads straight across the boundary line. But he's got a teammate out there in Eves who takes the mark at half back.
Yeah, cool as you like too, and picks out the enforcer, Malcolm Key, just short of centre wing, and he now steadies the side down, kicks it long, up there for the high flyers, but no one there except Mark Bent. Could have been infringed against. No free kick, butted up well Kenny McCabe. Kicked though a poor one, and well, some strong work out there. I think you'll find it was Darren Scott.
Greg Bellwood tapped it over his head there, Ronnie. And
sorry, Greg, it was too.
And Adam Gumley couldn't quite gather it in. Bellwood trying to keep the ball back into play, but unsuccessful on that occasion. As the ball's thrown in, up goes the Bent. Beats Skoko on this occasion, knocks to ground. Free kick got to be paid here for the amateurs. He'll pay the advantage now. As running away with the foot, he looks like Thiel. Goes on right foot towards the centre of the ground. They're all up. Too many up there for North Geelong. At the base of the pack coming through was that Stasek. Goes on right foot down towards half forward. The ball, a hand pass over the top from Eves to Jones is classic stuff. And Jones goes on left foot. Had no one to kick it to. The right option I think he took because there was no one there to kick it to. He bounced it. No, he didn't bounce it actually, Ronnie. I thought he just got it inside the line, but the boundary umpire was right on the job. He said, "You have not said it's a free kick against you."
Up they go. There's been infringement there. Justin Andrews. No, Tim Jarman gets the ball. And been quite lively. Kick, it's a nice one, but all underneath the football there. Hardiman, and made it very hard there for Collins, who's been a little quiet. And, amateurs half forward line really struggling in the early stages of this second quarter. As we see there, Schwennerson, good football, goes short, and I think you'll find it was Scotty who punted up the half forward, and that ever-elusive Skoko picks it up and shoots it goal from 45. But I think you'll find he's just hooked it slightly and just let himself down there, Angie Skoko.
Yes, just off the side of the boot a bit there, running in 1 point only as we see Richardson wanting to bring the ball back into play. The long sleeves on once again. He likes playing on those, does Adam Richardson. Punt kicks out to halfback. Bent as the target. Alfred from behind took the mark, but I think he's given away the free kick for a push. It was well picked up. Brainy picked it up. He had the hands going here before the mark had been taken, and Mark Bent takes this resultant free kick at centre half back.
Good tussle between those two good footballers as the kick. Oh, lovely
He's
mark.
Just playing a great game now, isn't he? He takes the mark easy as you like, and he chips it over the top to Malcolm Key, who's enjoyed this bit of a run. He might be playing as a ruck rover or something, I think. They're short of numbers. The tackle was good, and he lost the footy in the tackle. Amateurs a chance. Left foot kick around the boundary line, and that looks like Klingon. Is it taking the mark?
No, it's Mark Collins.
Collins.
And, good work there, Lachlan Doyle.
Yep. Good mark for Collins, so he had to grab that one in, Ron. It was a good mark.
Drop punt, nice looking kick, the leader's on, great grab, and this boy here, match winner for mine, hasn't had a lot of influence on the game at the present time. There's been infringement on playing the goal square. It's going to go against the Pizza Parlour boy, Ivan Parsovic.
And going to put him on right on the goal mouth here too, Ronnie.
Good work. No, it's Gerald. Gee whiz, Mr. Benstead.
Well, Benstead you'll find. Benstead, not Bean. There's no A in the name, Ron.
That's
it's
right.
B-E-N. That's Ben, not Bean.
Good boy.
Okay, he's Mr. Ben, not Mr. Bean.
And there is the pink set boy, the pink set Prince man, Johnny Marnie. Have a look at him out there on the ground, just giving instructions to the amateur boys.
Yeah, they're going crook down in the goal mouth. The North Geelong boys really are going crook about this. Free kick to Martin Stewart.
Well, you can't hold a player when the ball is not within 10 metres, Cookie. It was 60 metres up the ground.
Yeah,
and it's a good decision.
Fair comment. There's the runner out there. Redders Marnie. He's urging his charges on from the amateur side. They're still going crook. The umpire's still explaining why.
Well, he doesn't. If I was the umpire, just give them 50 metres
and say kick the ball.
Kick the ball from the goal line.
They argue anymore. Just put him on the goal line and give him a gimme, and that's it. This is wasted. This has wasted about a minute and a half of play. We don't need that. Okay, Stewart. comes in. He wouldn't want to miss this one. He gets shot. He's put it right through the middle. He's put it up the pine tree, the oak tree or whatever tree it is behind. There's not a pine tree, it's not an oak. It might be a big flowering gum, Ron.
Yeah.
And it's a goal on the board. Mark Stewart's got his third. That one from a free kick, but...
Oh!
There.
Johnny Marnie in a little bit of strife too, and there's been a little punch thrown by Mr. Beanstead.
Ooh, things are a bit rough down there.
And there's no need for it.
And silly stuff there.
Well, you
And
come
one
from
that's-
behind as well, and I don't like that. If you're going to hit a bloke, you hit him from the front, not the back. But that's something he'll learn as someone else maybe. Give him a little bit of a curry.
And the bit of the raspberry for the runner as he goes up the ground there.
Well, he got sandwiched between two magpies at half forward. Unnecessary stuff. But maybe Johnny, the pink set rinse boy, was on the ground a bit too long.
Okay, bounce down. Bent knocks the ball down. It comes across here to Scott, who runs on a left foot and chips the pass into the forward zone. Richardson caught behind Boothroyd on that occasion, actually knocked him over. Comes back to Skoko playing well, chips the pass across to Boothroyd, who takes the mark. Gave a little bit of ground there, did Skoko, but chipped the pass nicely. And the big fella legs Boothroyd. Doesn't he look different in the black and white colours instead of them Corio colours, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Had to look a couple of times early in the game, but no doubt about the stance over the footy. That legs Boothroyd. Accuracy, the only worry. Distance should not be a problem. He's going to kick it from about 44 metres out from goal.
The drop punt, it's a lovely kick. Distance shouldn't be a problem, but gee whiz, it is. And a great mark in the last line of defence should have been paid to Rick Stasic, not though by the umpire. And it's a rushed minor score to those fabulous Magpies. And the time clock, the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock and trophies out there at Corio Village showing the second quarter has gone for about 8.5 minutes, Cookie.
Stasic kicks it out. Skoko went up before acceptances and has given away the free kick. My God, he got up high there. He must have thought it was half time. They're going to pass the Oranges up to him. Wasn't the case. Gave away the free kick. And Ben Reynolds, the recipient there at, centre half back, goes across the ground. The runner, Richardson, who's run very well down the ground off Boothroyd. Well played Adam Richardson, and he takes this mark short of the centre. Chip it back to Mark Ben, who's made good position in the centre. He's playing well. He takes the mark as Craig Eves stands that position, and he stands right where the umpire bounces the ball in the true centre of the ground. And as you put your hands up, Bernie, he's got nothing to kick it to. No one leading anywhere at all.
Yeah, that's where they're falling down, and a nice mark taken there. I think you'll find it's Boothroyd on the ball. Beautiful football, goes into Darren Scott, running through the centre of the ground, up there looking for the vac, put the one hand up. Good work, Rick Stasic. Likewise there in defence, Kenny McCabe. At ground level now, that looks like Richo.
Yep.
Good hands too to McCabe. McCabe now has a bounce, the young fella. The ponytailed bearded boy. Over to Stasic, off to Thiel, the racehorse now. What can he do with the footy? Or the kick drops short, in front. Alford a little lucky, Justin Andrews a little late. Free kick Alford.
Alford now, we've just seen the Rockies clock come up on the screen a couple of times. Good to have you with us, Rocky. Chips it in and Sid Jones takes the mark. Short of centre wing, chips it across to the centre of the ground. Mark taken by Milne. Milne plays on immediately, gets it across to Scott. Darren Scott now, hand pass further afield. Got a teammate running, has to kick in a hurry with left foot into the pocket. Oh, what a great mark taken down there. Has it been paid, Rocky?
Oh, he's paid it. Gee, A for effort.
It's young Marnie.
Jamie Marnie on the ground on one leg.
He is on one leg, and the leg is very heavily strapped. The left knee has got more tape on it than I use on my Christmas presents.
I didn't think you believed in Santa, Cookie.
I only buy them for myself. I just wrap them up a bit. Here's Marnie. That's a gutsy mark because he's not well. He kicks with the right foot, not the left, thank God. He might have snapped it. He's gone across the face of goal. I think you'll find just 1 point only. And, well done, Jamie Marnie. The score was a minor one, but look, he's on one leg. Well, there must be someone else hurt to send that kid back out on the ground like that.
Yeah, well, I think the act Shane Burns could have pinched a nerve in his thigh or mid-back section as the ball brought back into play. Lovely kick too. Thump on there by Reynolds. Good work to the run of Lachlan Doyle. He's kicked now. Let's see if they can find a target at half forward. No, they can't. Klingon does well, but Pastovic was there. And the disposal of the amateur side's midfielders is a lot to be desired, I'm afraid, Cookie.
Hasn't been as good as it could be. Glenn Milne was the one with the fist there that got it across. Well played him. He was out of position for a start, but used the fist to great effect. Behind, disciplined, punched. Boundary throw in. Bent. Knocks the ball to the ground. It's taken away there. North Geelong doing better. Swenison doing better around the packs. Out the back. Can't trap it on the half volley. Getting back with the football there is Luke. Luke kicks around the pack. He takes the mark to Steele. Plays on immediately. Goes towards the centre wing. Yep, mark taken out there.
Schwarzer Middleton.
And Schwarzer, who hasn't been quite as effective as we'd like to see him for the amateur's point of view, he just kicks it up in the air as Ronnie goes tut, tut, tut. Good call, Ronnie, because he had to do more with the footy than that. They're just bobbing away. Comes out of the pack. A chance to run it on the footy. Benstead it is, kicks it up the ground. Looking further down the ground, gets it, hand passes. It's a good one too. Puts his teammate Pastovic in all sorts of strife. Oh, crashing his way through there was Jarman. The ball spills free. Smith gets the hand pass out wide. Goes away to Luke. Lukey now. Sammy Luke spares the pass to centre half forward, and a good mark taken.
Yeah,
good mark taken by Milne because he was travelling the wrong direction. Got the hands out and snatched it in nicely.
Well, the Wanderer, he goes out wide too, and he'll get a game next week because he's found the coach in Sydney James. Over the top he goes, James, and he's got the enforcer. Has a bounce, bangs it onto his left foot, kicks it up the half forward, and yet the umpire, good call. He's picked Simon back that time for the push. And, well, Simon, a nice mark, but it's not been paid, and the statistician has to rub that one out as Rick Stasic gets the free kick. Right. And has done very well on the big fella.
My word, yes. Simon Vack's about 6'5" with long arms. Should be in front, not behind where you're pushing from, son. Kicks the ball up towards centre wing, does Stasic. He paid the mark here, I think you'll find. And Sid Jones puts his long arms up in the long sleeves and takes the grab. Sid now centres the ball to centre half forward.
Good
now
foot.
There's Skoko out in front. That's where you play when you're a big bloke.
Hang on.
Plays on over the top of the Bellwood. Ronnie said, hang on, he's found something here.
Yeah, a Shepherd off the play against the North Geelong defender. Can't pick him up, but Reynolds gets the free kick anyway. And umpires starting to dominate here.
This is just free kick for free kick stuff at the moment, Ron. They're picking up every little thing.
A bit tiggy-tiggy.
As we see, taking the kick as Ivan Pastovic chips it into the centre of the ground. Teammate in Eves takes the mark. Eves now long kick, lovely kick from Eves to half forward. Scout goes up, marks. Hand passes on to Pastovic, fires the ball to the forward line. Is that Boothroyd out in front, taking the grab? Yes, sir. A good fingertip of that one. Under a fair bit of pressure there from Big Richardson, and Boothroyd grabs the footy. Angle's quite acute, Ron.
Yeah, legs though. Well, he didn't kick the ball as well as he should have in that first attempt from about 45. It's conditions perfect, so really distance shouldn't be a problem. The only thing he's got to really work on now is his accuracy and approach to goal. Well, he hasn't had too many problems so far for the season, Cookie, because when you look at the goal-kicking list, now he's kicked 45 for the season.
Okay, here he comes in trying to kick number 46 as a 47. He's got the goal. I think you'll find Ronnie. Yep, good goal. Rodney Boothroyd gets his second.
And 47.
47 it is. So he's well on way to kicking 100 goals again for the year with his new club, North Geelong. Bert Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard shows the Geelong Amateurs are 4-2-26. They've stopped. North Geelong have gone to 7-7-49. They've had the majority of the play now since about the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. And one wonders what their missed opportunities have cost them, Ronnie. They've got 7-7 on the board. Could have easily been about 12 goals, 4 or 5. They've missed some easy ones as the Rockies' time clock comes up. We've gone 12.5 minutes of the second quarter.
Bent gets the ball down to ground, but Sid Jones feeds off. Good work there to Elzinga, having a run on the ball, and now got the black boots on. Kicks to the outer side of the ground. Looks there, but I think that was just trying to pick him up. Boothroyd it was. Yep. Yeah, lost his footing at the crucial time and wasn't happy, but the boundary umpire said, well, I'll have a touch of the leather, and we'll throw it in about 45 metres from the North Geelong goal.
Alford versus Bent. Bent goes up and gets the right hand down over the top. Knocks it back in the direction of Stasic. He's got support there from Chris Taylor, but the ball beats both of those players over the boundary line. He's done a good job, Big Bent, because he got 3 or 4 to beat in the ruck. They've got some big fellas, North Geelong, and he's doing it on his own.
Got any tax problems, Cookie?
Got a heap of them. We can't pay it.
Bert Cameron, Andy Wisbowski, Peter Landers, they'll look after you.
All right, we better get hold of them. They're bringing us the second quarter as Swetterson grabs it on hands and knees and fires the hand pass back. Might have been Pastovic, right foot kick into the forward pocket position. Boothroyd's out, gathers, traps, loses it, runs over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw in just about 20 metres around from the behind post.
Good guess, Cookie. You saw the 7, but I'll tell you what, young Troy Elzinga, he's got the white boots off.
On now.
He's got the black and green banded boot now.
Very good. Boundary throw in, up goes Bent, wins this one again, knocks it back towards the fence. Richardson tries to slap it over, doesn't do so. Malachelles, the ferret's got it, has to kick in a hurry. And well done, Malachelles. Could have easily put it over the boundary line on the full, didn't. Just dribbled it along the ground towards Steele. He couldn't trap it, it's out of bounds. Just outside the 50. North Geelong doing all the attacking in this second quarter.
Yes, 7-7-49 North Geelong, 5-2-32 Geelong Amateurs. And that is on the Bert Cameron Chartered Accountant second quarter scoreboard. There's been infringement there on Mark Bent. And I don't know what for, because he just used his shoulder. And, well, he disfooted or dislodged Neil Alford, but he got the free kick anyway, so Neil doesn't mind.
Bellwood's up, can't mark, hits the turf. Ben Reynolds gathers, kicks the ball out the stand side of the ground, half-back flank, looking for Smith. He's up, can't mark, might get the free kick here though, Will Smith. That's against Simpson there. Just holding on to him there as he was about to get off with the footy, and he takes the free kick, chips the pass in towards the centre of the ground. Up goes Jarman, can't mark the footy at the base of the pack. Middleton's there. Hand pass comes out of the pack. Get on to it, son. He's got it now. Gets the hand pass back to Andrews. In trouble. Oh, ran through 2 tackles. Did it well. Chips the pass across to Jason Thiel. Marks wants to play on immediately. He's got players free down the ground. Chips the kick over the top. And the kick was good. And the mark's taken by Peter Clingan. And one wonders whether he should have turned around and played on when he had no one on him for 20 metres.
Oh, Pastovic was bearing down. And Timmy Jarman set it up again. And very impressed with Tim's performance today. Now, let's just hope that Peter Clingan can finish this off.
They need this one.
They certainly
have a look at the kick. Well, the goal umpire never moved, just looked back and looked up and said, gee, that was a good kick, son. What a beauty.
Great goal.
It's a full points on the board.
Interesting tussle here this afternoon, Cookie. Not much in it.
They needed that, the amateurs. They dropped the bundle a little bit and they weren't getting the goals on the board, but they fought back very well. And a bit of good play out of the middle there. Down she goes and the goal goes on the board to Clingan. Yeah, they've gone to 6 goals, 238 points to North Geelong, 7-7-49 on the Bird Cameron Charlotte Carlton scoreboard.
Just got to move it a bit quicker. They're stagnating across midfield and just kicking the ball up in the air. They're not big enough at the moment. They've got to run the ball up forward.
Fair comment, Ron. They do have to run it. Here's the chance here. Right foot kick out of the centre here by Luke. Gets the ball to half forward. Up is Andrews. Can't mark. Eves at the base of the pack. Gets the hand pass across. Oh, North Geelong player tackled high as he's bearing over the ball.
Yeah, poor tackle, Ricky Clingan. Should have dove on the ball.
And that's Milne, the wanderer.
Yep, gave it to Eves. Back to Jones under pressure. Back to Eves. They're fiddling around with those fabulous Magpies. Jason Thiel gives chase. Good tackle there on Eve. Punches it forward. Schwinnerson under pressure likewise and has been pinged for row. Caught in possession, a little tough. He did handball the ball away from mine.
Yeah, Clingan takes the free kick there. He's at centre wing, chips it in towards centre half forward. Look, there's a heap of players there. No one looked like taking a mark. At the base of the pack, player there, Andrews. Is it tackle with a
Collins?
Collins was it, lost it in the tackle. He tried to crash through too many on that occasion, and the hand pass comes back. In his big Vac it is, taking the free kick at centre half back.
Yeah, Simon Vac having run on the ball now for those Pies. Kicks it up the horse. Go. Could have been pushed off the footy. No free kick. Good, strong work there, and that was well done. I think you'll find it was Reynolds paddled it forward to Richardson, who's kicked a low trajectory. It was good, purposeful disposal, but unfortunately he's picked Stewie Hardman out at half-back.
Yeah, he went for Justin Andrews, but it cleared his head and Hardman took the mark. Got across to Eves. Eves kicks to centre wing and Greg Bellwood, the ever reliable, takes the mark out there. Punt kicks down to half forward. Lovely kick from Bellwood. Finds it too much. Chip it into half forward. The lead is on. Gathering the footy there, doing it well. Is that Elzinger this time, Ronnie?
Yeah, well done.
Goes on the right foot round the boundary, round the body, looking down there. Well played there by McCabe, I think it was, getting back and doing a very good contesting job. McCabe and Gumley there, they both got the ponytails. He's running at me there, and I think that was Kenny McCabe. I got you right, Kenny. Good on you, son. You did well and paddle it over the boundary line.
Benny Reynolds did well too for the amateur side, using some strength as the ball now back into play and on the ground now for the amateur side. Looks like Crichton doing the ruck contest. Comes to the ferret in the back pocket. This time elects to go up the centre wing and
Mark.
In between two North Geelong players, Mark Collins. A lot of ability, this kid. Very similar to Justin Andrews for mine. Kicks it now, but Craig Eves, he's done well in defence.
Well, it was a bad kick. There was one Amethyst player and 3 North Geelong. They could raffle it. Eves gets it down the ground. Hand pass from Key goes to Swinnerson after the key mark. Out comes, he's doing well down there, Richardson. 2 paddles in front of him. Thiel kicks it around the centre wing position. No mark taken. Simpson dropped one he would have liked to have grabbed. Goes back, gets it. Left foot kick up and under. Up it goes to half. Well, that's in the back or I'm not here.
You're still here.
Can't do that. You can't do that, son.
No, it's Angie Skoko. He's getting a bit carried away with the high flyers.
He likes that high flying specky, doesn't he? But you've got to wait the ball gets somewhere near the player, surely.
Certainly.
Giggles over that one.
There's that man, Eves again.
Here's Swedderson gathering the footy. No, it's not a big Vac. I saw the 4. Gives it back over the top with a hand pass. Goes for Scotty Simpson. Takes it left foot. Chip pass from Simpson in towards Boothroyd. Dived on it. Not marked. Not paid. Good decision, umpire. Got it back to Simpson. He's had a flying shot on the left foot down the goal mouth. Marnie's there. And Marnie, has he got the free kick right? Has it gone the other way?
No, he's infringed on Kenny McCabe and he gets the free kick down the last line of defence. Elects to bring the ball to the members' side. Courageous move, but Sammy Luke made good position and takes it at half back. Plays on, he's put his teammate who was pushed in the back under pressure. Gumley's there, butted up well, hand passes to the Rooster, a little quiet in the second term. You're in strife, son. Handballs to the Schwarzer. Runs through about 3 of them. Loose ball. Bellwood swoops on it, goes inboard, but it's all Skoko under pressure. Richardson butters up well for the Pegasus boys.
Oh, yeah, they got out of that, did the Amateurs. The kick was all right, too, round the boundary line. Up it goes towards, well, let's say it's almost at centre wing now. Player Harmon's tackled high, ducked into it, but the umpire said it's your kick, Stewie Harmon. He's a tough player. Looks to give it off to the Wanderer, who's made a bit of position for the handball, doesn't. Elects to go across the ground, and Simpson should take this one unopposed, and he does so. Wants to play on quickly, goes on his left foot. That's his normal kicking foot to Sid Jones, who marks inside 50 metres and directly in front, and Sid will go back and kick it from about the 44-metre line.
Well, he went to play on. Sid, whether he just lost his footing, I'm not sure there, but...
Well, Sid's getting a little older on. The umpires might have decided just tumbling ankles there, might have just given the benefit of the doubt. But on your Sid, here he is. There's the 50-metre line. Rocky's clock comes up on the board. 21 minutes gone to the second quarter on the Rocky's clock, brought to us by the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountants.
He's a great character, isn't he, Daryl Jones?
He's a good guy. Here he comes in. There's the 50, so he's going to kick it from about 42, I reckon, so distance shouldn't be a worry. He's got under this one a bit. It's up into the goal mouth and off hands it goes. Just 1 point there to Sid Jones. And Roddy, we've seen Boothroyd, who's normally a lovely kick at goal, and also Sid Jones not make the distance from about 45 metres. I wonder if the Amateurs have confused him here and put the 50-metre line out at the 60.
Possibly, Cookie. Very humid day, though. It's a funny sort of a day. It's like the calm before the storm. There's the full back now for the Amateur side. Good work there too. 50 plays 38, and we're middle stages, or just about late stages, into the time on of the second quarter, Cookie. Loose ball sees the players having a bit of trouble at the present time.
22 minutes.
Yep, 22 gone in the second, and loose ball now. Umpire in Michael Zoljevic is going to bounce down. Let's see what sort of a job he does with this bounce down.
Right on him. It's a beauty. Straight up there, gives Vac a chance. Bent goes up, wins it back towards Steele, who gathers the football cleverly, grasps it in both hands, and around he goes with the right foot kick towards centre wing. There's nobody at home. There's not even a spectator out there to pick it up. Hand pass over the
it's on at half back
from Bellwood, and there's a fight on at half back, says Broney. I'll carry the footy as it goes back here to Swennerson, who marks at centre of the ground. He chips it over the top of the fight to Swennerson. Richardson goes up, slaps it to the turf. Wilson breaks a tackle, breaks another one. Held without the footy. Danny Wilson, well played. You must take the free kick in the back pocket.
Actually, Sid Jones has played Rick Stasic a compliment because he gave him a couple, and Rick doesn't mind that stuff because he's beating Simon Vac at the present time.
He revels in it, does the moving pitches. Ricky Stasic, he's played pretty well. This is Richardson receiving this kick from Wilson. Richardson now left foot kick towards half forward, up high. Here's Simpson, can't mark the base of the pack. Howard Smith, the hand pass over the top's a shocker. Give it straight to Benstead, who knocked it back from whence it came. Running onto the football, a chance here, and a good chance too. Pastovic got it over to Malcolm Key, chips the pass in. Lovely kick, Malcolm Key, and he finds...
Sydney Jones. Jesus, Malcolm won't be like that, because Malcolm reckons the coach is ugly.
Well, I must have been looking at the wrong bloke. Number 8, he kicked the ball for mine.
Did he? Yeah, I thought it was Sydney, but anyway, we'll have a look at that Monday night.
That at Ruth and David Dean's pub. I've got the mark. Rodney Boothroyd chipped in and took the mark. The pass was a good one. And Boothroyd now, let's see, I'm not going to make any comments about distance and accuracy this time. He lays back on this. It's gone very close. I think he might have snuck it in. Ronnie Brown, he has.
Yeah,
Leaps Boothroyd kicks his third goal for the day, and North Geelong have gone further ahead.
Yeah, and there's an old stager on the boundary line there for the North Geelong camp too, in Ronnie Willis. And Ronnie, he used to love that tough stuff. As North Geelong now, Bird Cameron Chartered Accountants, second quarter scoreboard. North Geelong 8-8-56. They've snuck away to 18-point leaders over the Geelong Amateur side, 6-2-38. And just approaching red time, or should I say time on.
There's too many in the square there for
disappointing
the Amateurs.
Well,
yeah, 24 minutes gone. The Rockies clock just came up there as the ball's kicked out. They've got to come back, I think, Ron.
Well, 5 goals can be kicked in red time normally, and Amateurs really have to work a bit harder now because North Geelong can go berserk.
They need the next goal, the Amateurs, don't they? They're just hanging in there. That's about all.
Well, fancy having an extra player in the middle of the ground, for God's sake.
Yeah, not good. Here's the chip from Vac. Chips it in towards half forward. Mark taken.
the enforcer.
Malcolm Key. Who is that? Who we get it to last time too. Don't worry. Swinnerson goes with left foot down the ground, and Alford takes the mark. Lovely stuff. Alford kicks the centre half forward. Good fist from the defensive work there. Stasek playing well. Gets the hand pass across to Gumley, who comes out with left foot kick towards centre wing position. Here comes the boundary line. Smith was running onto the football and charging through the pack there also. Just picking him up. Might have been Gerard Benstead. It was out of bounds.
Under pressure, Smith, handball again, and oh gee whiz, he doesn't put enough purpose into his handball. He just gives it away too easily for mine. The loose ball, well done there, Klingon on hands and knees, thumps the ball towards the boundary line, but it's Bellwood for the Pies. Picks it up and looks up there for the high flyers. Boothroyd, ball well knocked away from him, Richardson, and he's done well. I mean, they've kicked 8 goals, the Pies. Boothroyd's kicked 3. Richardson, he's done okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting tussle, isn't it? You know, the ball's been down there a fair bit. Boundary umpire throws it back into play. Little kick out of defence, goes towards Swinnerson. Oh, clever, class. But he's well tackled by Wilson, and the ball spills off him. And they get it away, Ronnie, to the amateurs, out towards the centre of the ground. Up goes Benstead, can't mark. 2 on 1 here. Oh, breaking through. Who's that? Andrews, is it? Yep. Away he goes on right foot, down the ground. Jarman, was it? A nice kick, a nice mark too. I'm impressed with this player, Martin Stewart. I think they get it down to him more often, they'll be right in the game. They just can't kick it to him, Ronnie.
He's built very well, isn't he? And Noel Fanning, the director of traffic, suggested that he looked like a Jason Dunstall long-haired version, just the way he's built.
Only from the shoulders down, mate.
Yeah, no, but it's a good call, Noel. The kid can use his body well, and he's used it today superbly. And I tell you what, he doesn't kick a bad goal either, because he's kicked that from 40 metres.
The amateurs fight back. They needed that one. They got it, Ron.
He's kicked his 4th, Cookie.
That's right.
25 minutes have gone to the second quarter. A valuable goal for the Geelong Amateur boys. 7-2 now, 44. They trail North Geelong 8-8-56 on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant's second quarter scoreboard. And don't forget, Cookie, counting, tax, professional advice. Bird Cameron, their level 4 Commonwealth Bank, Mirrabel Street, Geelong.
27 minutes gone on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock as the ball's bounced down on the centre of the again. It's important to get it out of the centre for both sides. Vac gets it. 70-yard kick, 50 yards up and 20-yard along. Up they go. No mark taken. Would have been probably play on anyway. Hand pass. Hang on, the umpire's blowing the whistle. He's called a throw, Ron?
Yes, he did. And, well... It was a bit blind, I think, the umpire Zoljevic on that occasion, and a little bit of guesswork on that occasion, and it may have been there, but how he saw it, I don't know. But
either he played Russian roulette or he's got Superman X-ray vision.
He's a policeman.
Policeman, it comes off half back. Oh, up goes Andrews, pushes a planet out of the way and takes a good mark. Right on centre wing now. Can they get another goal before half-time? Be crucial stages here. Here comes Andrews. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. Oh, there's about 1 million players there. Up high was Benstead. Now the whistle's gone again. Ronnie, free kick off the ball here. Coming back to Stewie Hardman. He's a tough defender. He tips the pass in towards, well, short of centre wing, and Scott takes the mark.
Hasn't got much to kick to. A lead now is from Schwinnerson. It's over his head. Looks for Alford. Stasek's under pressure. Good work there from... I think you'll find in a little bit of trouble too, Gumley. Got it across to Klingon, who screws it over the top, looking there for the Gas Lloyd. Oh, he's kept his footing. Butters up, under pressure, Scott. Oh, the chip pass. Oh, more luck of the Irish.
More ass than class, isn't that right, Brian? I'll tell you, he was pulled off the ball by Darren Scott as he kicked it.
Was he?
Yes, my word he was. And Jarman, Jimmy Jarman got the shock of his life as it slid up the side of the boot. He ran into the space that he didn't think the ball was going into, I'll tell you. And he caught the footy. Now, this is a crucial kick, Brainy.
He'll kick it. What's the bet?
Jarman. 29 minutes gone on the Rockies time clock as Jarman comes in. He got too close to the man of the mark, puts it up in the air. Up goes Martin Stewart, can't mark. At the base of the pack, Sid Jones works hard. You watch the bet, Ronnie? You line up another fag, so you know what you're talking about. Out it comes. Here's Pastovic, played well, gets the hand pass over the top. Looks for Scott, who's had a good quarter. Scott cops one. Give it across to Key, who doesn't mind copping him anyway. And Key will give it back to Scott. Key does the shepherding on the mark.
And hey, look at the size of...
and he will tell Malcolm Key, you can't do that, so the ball have to come back. He shepherded the player off the mark.
Have a look at the size of Nick Crichton.
That was Crichton.
His chest is as big as mine. He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. He's just come off the bench. Now,
Well, his stomach's not as big as
Scott
yours.
gives it across. That player's gone for mine. Oh, umpire's hit too high. And Glenn Milne, the Wanderer, gets the free kick, and Rooster Wilson can't believe it.
The wow, Wanderer.
Oh, don't start singing again. He chips it across to Simpson. We lost 20 customers last week. Simpson punt kicks it.
Oh,
Scoga's
you
got
can't do that.
He thinks he's in the Olympic high jump. Every time the ball gets near him, he's jumping higher than Tony Snoozeville. Who's that feel as it takes the ball away from half back from that free kick. Away they go. Right foot kick clinging round the corner. It's a mark. Now, don't play on sub. Whatever you do, you've taken them out. Now, the umpire will allow this. No, he will not, Ronnie Brain.
Well, no, I think the umpire has suggested he did play on him. That's a good call.
Yeah,
he did.
and the call is correct. I thought he might have sucked him into that. Martin Stewart did very well. Bad luck there for the amateurs. He's not to know the siren's about to go. 7 goals, 244 points on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard. That's the Pegasus score. They're trailing by 12 points. North Geelong have gone to 8 goals, 56 points. Running in that quarter, North Geelong added 5 goals, 4, whilst the amateurs had just gone down off me there. They kicked 3 goals straight. 44 plays 56. Goal kickers to half-time for the amateurs. We've got Martin Stewart, who's got 4. Jimmy Malakellis 1. Mark Collins 1. And Peter Klingon, the boy who had the gastro last night, had the pants down a fair bit, I believe. He's kicked 1. Whilst for North Geelong, goals were kicked by Daryl Jones, Craig Eves, Malcolm Key, Troy Elzinger, and 3 goals to Legs Boothroyd.
Cookie, I don't know about you, but it's pretty thirsty work up here at the present time. It's about time we wandered over and had a chat to Ruth, the lovely Ruth, and the entrepreneurial David Dean at the Queen of the West Hotel Public Bar, or I should say the Sportsman's Bar, and have a nice cold cleanser. And
it's a nice jumper, Ron.
It is that, yeah. And we'll enjoy their hospitality for about 5 minutes or so and come back with that
Is it a new one, Cookie?
third and vital quarter.
So I've got to leave early tonight, Fenner. I've got to have it back before 12 o'clock because I can pay a bit extra after that. I've got to get back to the shop.
He reckons he's on a promise, Fano, but don't believe it, I tell you. I tell you what, he's got a sore back. But
We'll be back soon.